You think the real value of a cruise is found off the ship? You think the ports are where the memories happen? And staying on board means you're missing out. You're wrong. Because for many cruisers, especially if you're over 50 traveling solo or simply want a smoother, safer experience, getting off at every port can quietly introduce stress, fatigue, hidden costs, and risks that chip away at the very relaxation you paid for. If you follow what we're about to walk through, you won't just avoid common port day mistakes. You'll turn port days into your most peaceful, luxurious, and strategically valuable time on board. Cleaner, quieter, safer, smarter, and often better than the destination itself. Let's walk through this the right way. Phase 1. Rethinking what port days are really for step 1. Stop assuming a getting off equals a getting value. The cruise industry conditions passengers to believe the destination is the reward. But the truth is, port days are also operational reset days for the ship. Crowds leave, lines disappear, spaces open up, staff availability increases. If you skip this mindset shift, you'll spend your cruise chasing busy streets, overpriced excursions, and rushed schedules, instead of enjoying the ship at its absolute best. Pro tip: many experienced cruisers treat port days as private ship days. Step 2. Decide your priority before the cruise starts. Ask yourself one simple question: do you want stimulation or restoration? Ports bring noise, movement, logistics, and unpredictability. Staying on board offers calm, space, and control. If you don't decide intentionally, you'll follow the crowd by default, and often regret it halfway through a hot, crowded excursion. Little known fact: decision fatigue increases significantly on port days due to transport timing and unfamiliar environments. Phase 2. Protecting your energy. Step 3. Use port days to avoid physical strain. Exploring sounds exciting until it becomes. Long walks on uneven streets, heat exposure, standing in lines, waiting for transport, rushing back to the ship for solo cruisers or those over 50. This adds up quickly. Skip this awareness and you may return to the ship more exhausted than when you left. Pro tip: port days are ideal recovery windows between sea days. Step 4. Prevent cumulative fatigue. Cruises are multi-day experiences. Energy spent early affects enjoyment later. One demanding port day can impact evening dining enjoyment, show attendance, sleep quality, next day mobility. If you skip pacing, you may feel like you need a vacation from your vacation. Insider detail: many onboard falls and minor injuries happen after long shore days due to fatigue. Phase 3. Avoiding hidden costs. Step 5. Recognize the port spending trap. Ports are designed to capture tourist spending. Excursions, transport, food, souvenirs, drinks, even small choices add up. Skip this awareness and a simple walk around town can quietly become a triple-digit expense. Pro tip: onboard amenities are already included in your fare. Off-ship experiences are not. Step 6. Avoid time pressure purchases. When you're on a tight schedule, you make faster and often worse spending decisions. You buy quickly. You eat conveniently. You tip reactively. You don't compare prices. Staying on board removes urgency, and urgency drives spending. Little known fact: passengers tend to spend more per hour in port than on sea days. Phase 4. Reclaiming the ship. Step 7. Enjoy the ship at its quietest. When most passengers disembark, the ship transforms. Pools become peaceful. Lounges open up. Jacuzzis become available. Observation decks become calm. Skip this opportunity and you'll only experience the ship at peak crowd levels. Pro tip: this is the best time for photos without crowds. Step 8. Access services faster. Spa appointments, guest services, dining staff, activity hosts all become more available. If you stay on board, you'll experience the ship as it was meant to feel, not as a crowded system. Insider detail: some spa discounts appear only during port hours. Phase 5. Increasing safety. Step 9. Reduce logistical risk. Exploring introduces variables: traffic delays, transport, miscommunication, excursion, overruns, navigation mistakes. Returning late is one of the most stressful cruise experiences possible. Skip this consideration and you risk turning a relaxing trip into a panic-filled race against the clock. Pro tip: even ship-sponsored excursions can run tight on timing. Step 10. Avoid unfamiliar environments. Not every port is equally comfortable. Crowds, aggressive vendors, heat, accessibility challenges. Staying on board removes uncertainty. Little known fact: Solo cruisers report higher stress levels in unfamiliar port environments. Phase 6. Maximizing onboard value. Step 11. Use port days for premium experiences. Want the best time to enjoy? Specialty dining, quiet lounges, fitness areas, reading spaces, walking decks. Port days offer availability without competition. Skip this, and you'll compete for space during sea days. Pro tip. Some onboard workshops run with smaller groups during port hours. Step 12. Turn the ship into a retreat. Instead of navigating a new city, imagine a quiet breakfast, an empty sun deck, a peaceful swim, a slow afternoon tea. This is what you paid for. Insider detail. Crew often have more time for conversation during port days. Phase 7. Protecting your schedule. Step 13. Avoid rush timelines. Port days introduce strict deadlines, return times, meeting points, transport cutoffs. Missing one timing window can disrupt your entire day. Stay on board and your time becomes your own again. Pro tip. Stress often peaks in the final 60 minutes before all aboard time. Step 14. Control your cruise rhythm. When you stay on board, you choose when to rest, when to eat, when to move, when to relax. Skipping this control often leads to overscheduled days. Little known fact, many cruisers feel most relaxed on port days they skip. Traps to avoid: some cruisers stay on board, but waste the opportunity, sleeping the entire day, staying in the cabin, ignoring quiet amenities. The goal isn't to do nothing. It's to do what the crowd prevents you from doing on sea days. And sometimes the smartest move isn't chasing every destination. It's choosing the experience that keeps you rested, safe, and fully able to enjoy the journey. Now, I'm curious. Have you ever stayed on the ship during a port day and ended up enjoying it more than expected?